There's something so refreshing about the start of a new year. It's a new opportunity, a new time. You can start over, you can redo, you can add things, you can delete things from your life, and you can be super organized. So I thought this would be a good time to share with you some things that I have in my home that I think everyone should have in 2026. These are some new things that I've got for myself to start out the new year, and tried and true favorites that I reach for over and over again throughout every single year. I think you're going to find most of them extremely helpful, very useful, and I'm going to show you some things that you're going to think, oh my goodness, I don't have that and I absolutely need it. So all the links can be found in the description box below this video, and I'll pin those links into the top comment. And you can always shop my Amazon storefront. So starting out the video is something that I have been wanting forever. Literally years and years and years. And we finally did it. We got a portable power bank. I don't know about y'all, but where we live, it's kind of out in the country. Our electricity goes out so often. It doesn't matter if it's winter, summer, spring, or fall. Our electricity will blip and it will go out sometimes for 6 or 7 hours and sometimes a day or more. But I've never had a solution to just the typical, oh my gosh, our power is out, until I got this portable power bank. I want to thank Bluetti, who makes this Elite 30 V2 portable power station. They have sponsored the opening segment of this video. And y'all, this product is something that I think every single person should have in their home. This is an emergency backup power source. You can also take it camping if you're going to the beach, if you're going to have a picnic, if you're going to go off grid even. So many uses for a portable power station. This is an entry-level power station that offers 600 watts of continuous power. Everyday power. If your power's out, you can use your toaster, a coffee maker, an electric kettle. You can charge your phone, your laptop. You can run your Wi-Fi network in your home. It's whisper quiet and has 9 different ports. So there really is a way for you to plug in anything and everything and get power out of the station. The Elite 30 V2 comes in lots of different colors. Of course, I chose pink. It has a 5-year warranty, fully charges in about 45 minutes, and has a 10-year lifespan with over 3,000 charging cycles. That's how much use you can get out of this Bluetti. If you're going camping, you could charge a fan, a light, a portable speaker, a drone, and even string lights at your campground. It's light enough for anyone, even kids, to carry around. If you're at home, you can charge your mobile phone 16 times before this power bank would be drained of power. Charge your laptop, your iPad, run a light bulb, plug in a lamp so you can see at night. An LED light bulb will run for 24 hours plugged into this power source. That is truly amazing. I cannot even tell you how many times our power has gone out. It has been pitch dark in here and I had no light source. This is going to be super helpful when our power goes out again, so I can plug in a lamp. If it's cold, I can plug in an electric blanket and even charge my iPad. You can charge your Bluetti portable power station directly from the wall, or if you're out on the road, you can speed charge it from your car. It has a 5-year warranty and is basically a no-brainer. Everybody needs a portable power source. So thank you to Bluetti for sponsoring the opening segment of this video. I'm absolutely obsessed with the pink on my portable charging station, and it's already charged and ready to go for the next time my power goes out. So my home was built 30 years ago, and in every closet, pantry, linen closet, of course, the home builder put those typical wire shelves, and I absolutely despise them. In my pantry, you can't set anything on it. I'd try to put my electric skillet and my crock pot and everything, and it would wobble around. In our closet, if we laid sweaters or clothes or jeans, the wire shelves would make lines on all of our clothing. So this year I decided I had had enough, and I actually called a closet remake person over to our house to give me an estimate to get rid of the wire shelves and put in something a little bit more substantial. Oh my gosh, that is a hard no. It was thousands and thousands of dollars just to do our master bedroom closet. So I went on Amazon and I found bamboo wire shelf covers. These are so incredible. Now, it's made of bamboo. This is wood. This is not that flimsy fake foam board stuff. This is true 100% bamboo. You order them to fit the size of your shelves and they just drop right on top of the wire shelving. They are super steady and they are so incredible. We were able to completely redo our kitchen pantry in just about 10 minutes. It took me longer to get everything out of the pantry than it did just the couple of minutes to drop in the bamboo shelving, and then I reorganized the pantry and it is so much more user-friendly. I can see everything, everything looks nice and neat, and this truly was a game changer. Next, we're going to do the linen closet in our bedroom and our master bedroom closet. So if you have wire shelving, which probably the majority of us do, this is something you really are going to want in your home this year. You've heard me talk about this one before, but it is the soft and fuzzy covers that are on my couches to protect them from my pets and also kids that come to visit. If you didn't hear the story about the kid that came over the holidays and was picking his nose sitting on the couch, wiped it on the couch cover, and I immediately just threw it in the washing machine, that was a whole something. But these couch covers, I've had them for about 6 or 7 months now. I wash them once a week and they are really a game changer. It keeps the dog hair off of our couches. It keeps the dogs also from scratching our couches with their toenails because they love to jump up there and play, which is fine, but the couch covers, I don't know how I ever did without them before. So you choose the length that you need to fit your couch and they come in lots of different colors. You can take them off and on. They have a little grip texture on the bottom side so they don't scoot around, and I think everybody needs to have a set of couch covers, so you never know if you have pets or you're going to have friends or family over, put down the couch covers. So last summer I bought an overhead hanging door organizer, and oh wow, did this change our linen closet. We had, again, those wire shelves, but our linen closet was so full of stuff because this is where we keep our extra set of sheets, all of our towels and washcloths, medicine, backup toiletry items, stuff that just accumulates, and I could never find anything. Every time I opened that linen closet, which was about 5 times a day, I was so frustrated. So I got this overhead hanging door organizer. It is soft-sided but very sturdy. There is a hard bottom in each shelf and there are pockets on both sides. I just hung it right over the door. I have myself completely organized. Now my linen closet is nice and neat. I can open it and see everything that I need, and it's my toiletry items that I keep in the organizer, and it is so nice. So if you have one of those closets, you're going to love this organizer. Then what are you doing still ironing your clothes? That's what your mom used to do and your grandmom used to do years and years ago. I haven't ironed anything in probably 5 or 6 years. I bought a clothing steamer and this has changed my life. It's a stand-up clothing steamer with a telescoping one. I just hang my shirt or my pants or my jacket or whatever it is up there. The steamer is heated and ready to use in 30 seconds, which is so amazing. And I just steam my clothes, and I can steam everything that I need to in less time than it would take me to get out that ironing board and iron something. If you're still ironing, look into a clothing steamer. I promise you will love it. And at the beginning of the year, I have to get my paperwork, my finances, my tax information, all those things organized. The very first thing that I always get is a brand new A to Z organizer. I've been using these for 20 something years. I used to be a bookkeeper back at my corporate job, and I relied on these A to Z accordion files to hold receipts and paperwork and everything I needed to be able to easily find throughout the year. I know this doesn't look like much, but it is so handy. So I have one file for my business documents, another file for our personal documents. I drop receipts in here and any kind of paperwork I need. Everything is by alphabet. So easy to organize. So when it's tax time or if I need to lay my hands on something, I can walk right in here and boom, pull it out because I know exactly how it's filed. And then when the year is up, I will put this accordion file upstairs in a storage room and get another one for the next year. And I could not live without a planner. I don't like a calendar on my phone. I want a planner. I want paper in my hand. I want to be able to open up the calendar and see everything at a glance. And I write really big, so I like a full-size planner. I like the boxes for each day on the calendar to give me plenty of room to write. And I love a 2-year calendar because I kind of get attached to my calendar and my planner, and I don't want to give it up after just 1 year. So getting a 2-year planner really is my preference. My planner ran out at the end of 2025, and I got this one for 26 and 27. I like the sleekness of it, just the polka dots. I can put it in a 3-ring binder if there's some reason I need to, but I carry this with me when I go take the dogs to their vet appointments, when I go get a haircut, when I take Maxie to the groomer. You know, you all may think I'm old school, but I just love a paper planner, and this one has tons of pages in the back where I can write notes and even think ahead years and write things down. Something else I truly think everybody needs for 2026 is this notepad. My husband got me this for Christmas. Oh my gosh, I love it. So it's kind of like a multi-function notepad. When I went to the grocery this morning, in fact, so I wrote out what I was going to cook this week and went through and then listed all of my ingredients. This is my grocery list side, and then you can see that the pages are perforated, so I tore off the grocery list and took it with me to the grocery and left my what I'm going to cook for dinner here. I think this is so helpful to keep you organized. You've got sections, so when you're writing down what you're going to get in the grocery, you can put it under the proper section so you're not constantly scanning through a grocery list. And when my husband says, "What's for dinner?" I say, look at the list. And then a recipe book. Everybody needs a blank recipe book where you can write down your recipes. I got this one last year. It's really fantastic. I love that it has a hard cover and you can open it up all the way around, full-size pages with plenty of room for me to write. So your recipe can even flow over onto the back side of the paper. Everything is neat and organized. I know these are my recipes and my notes. I know one day my kids are going to argue over who gets my recipe book. And even if you're not a fantastic cook, even if you don't like to cook, everybody needs to jot down some things and just keep everything in one place, and this is a really great way to do it. I also think in 2026, I think everybody should stop using those pre-filled plastic K-Pod cups for your coffee maker. Get the reusable stainless steel pods. They fit right in your Keurig. Grind your own coffee, buy the beans at the grocery, grind your own coffee, and have a delicious, fresh cup of coffee every single morning. So these little stainless steel pods work exactly like the plastic K-cups, except for you rinse them out and use them over and over. My husband got me a new coffee grinder for Christmas. This one is a quiet grinder. Just listen to how quiet this coffee grinder is. It is amazing. Then I have 2 airtight canisters. One holds my freshly ground coffee and one holds my coffee beans. You can get these in glass. I have them in black. And when you snap the lid on, you kind of pull the air out with this twisting motion, and you can see there's a little green dot on the lid, and you know it is vacuum sealed. It is airtight, and it's so satisfying every morning when I push that button and I hear the whoosh sound or the vacuum seal lets go, because I know my coffee is going to be delicious. So at some point in the year, everybody is gonna get sick or you're not gonna feel good. So I have 2 things that I think everybody should have in their house. You can't wait until you need them to get them. You've got to get them now, so when you need them, they're there. And the first thing is my headache relief cap. This is a migraine cap, and it is full of thick gel. You keep this in your freezer, and I'm telling you, when we get a headache at our house, this is one of the only things that will give us relief. Put it on your head and pull it down over your nose. See, there's a little cutout right here, and where your eyes are, the gel is thicker. So the headache relief cap kind of gives you a little bit, just a little bit of a compression feeling, but that gel just pressing on your eyes and around the back of your head, it's incredible. It gives me headache relief in about 10 minutes, and you can see this is 360 degrees of gel. There's no snaps or buttons or zippers or anything that's going to get caught in your hair. The top is open, so like I will pull my ponytail out the top and just pull this down and wait for relief, and it always happens. This next thing, I think everybody should have about 5 of these. This is an acupressure wristband that is for nausea and motion sickness. I cannot even begin to tell you how many times that we use these in our house. I just bought a brand new one because I gave somebody one of my motion bands, but I have one in my car and 2 in the house, and anytime we travel, I take these with us. So they come in a little carrying case. These are super, super cheap. They're just 2 little bands that are very soft, and there is a hard ball embedded in the band. You put one on each wrist, placing the ball between the tendons, 3 fingers down. There's an acupuncture point there, and when you have these on, it will relieve nausea. So if you are sick, if you have a migraine, if you've eaten something, if you get motion sickness, if you got to get on a boat or a plane or a train or go to an amusement park, any and all of those things, highly, highly, highly recommend these, and I think everybody should have them. If you have rugs in your house that are constantly moving around, get these rug grippers. I have them on the corners of every rug in my entire home, and my rugs don't move. They've been on there since I got these rugs, which was about 3 years ago. The dogs run and play, people walk, come in and out, and the rug grippers completely stop my rugs from moving. So it's a little double-sided pad. They're about 5 by 5 inches, and you put them on each corner. You stick one side to the rug and one side to the hard floor. If you need to move your rug, they will not leave residue on your floor. You can move your rug around and then place it back down, but the rug grippers almost have like little miniature suction cups all over the bottom, and they just suction to the floor, and they are fantastic. And let's all stop spending so much money on batteries and start using rechargeable batteries. My husband actually bought rechargeable batteries for me a couple years ago. I did not even know this was a thing, and I use them in all of my candles and things around my home that I was constantly having to put new batteries in. So you can get the rechargeable batteries in AAA, AA, and to charge them up, this is my battery charger, and this charger will handle AAAs and AAs. So you just put them in, snap them down, and it will drain whatever is left from the battery and charge it back up. So I don't buy regular batteries anymore. Everything I have has rechargeable batteries, and most things are on a timer. They come on automatically every night. All of my candles do. And I save myself so much money with rechargeable batteries. The stainless steel fridge and freezer deodorizer. You can also put this in your car, a stinky closet, a kid's room, anything. These last for 10 years, and there is some kind of carbon technology that happens inside of this little stainless steel pod that breaks down the bacteria that causes odors. And this is the replacement for boxes of baking soda in your fridge and freezer. Buy one of these. They are totally worth it, and forget about the baking soda, and you can thank me later. So hopefully I was able to start off your new year with a suggestion, an item, a mention of something that you didn't even know existed, and my recommendations will help you out in setting up your home for success. So here's to a new year, and I'll see you in the next one.